Manchester United fans, we've got a name that's about to explode across your timeline, and this time it's not another dead-end rumour. Andre Santos, 19 years old, currently at Chelsea, and according to two of the most trusted voices in football journalism, United are genuinely seriously in the race to sign him. I'm going to break down exactly what's been reported, why this move actually makes sense for Carrick's midfield rebuild, and then we're jumping straight into the other midfield saga that's dragging on, Aurelien Tchouameni, because United officials are reportedly already in Madrid trying to get that one over the line too. Two massive midfield stories, one video, everything you need to know before you see it anywhere else. Make sure you stick around for both because they're more connected than you might think. Let's get into it. So here's what we actually know. Sky Sports Paper Talk column reported that United are weighing up a shock move for Chelsea's Andre Santos, with the report specifically noting he's been considered after United missed out on a couple of their top midfield targets already this summer. Read between the lines there. This isn't necessarily United's first choice, but it is a real live option they're actively pursuing right now, and that distinction matters a lot when you're trying to figure out how seriously to take a story like this. Here's why you should take this one seriously. It's not just one outlet running with it. Team Talk reported that both David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano have confirmed the Red Devils' interest in Santos. Think about what that actually means for a second. When you've got Ornstein and Romano lining up on the same name, independently using their own sources, that's usually the difference between recycled transfer gossip and an actual developing story with legs behind it. The reported fee being discussed sits in the region of £50 million, which for a player of his age and profile is not an unreasonable starting point in this market. Now, Santos isn't exactly a household name to the wider United fan base yet, so let's quickly set the scene on who he actually is. He's a defensive-minded box-to-box midfielder. Brazilian came through the academy system at Vasco da Gama before Chelsea moved to sign him. Since arriving in England, he spent time out on loan, gaining senior football experience, and while he hasn't nailed down a guaranteed starting role at Stamford Bridge, the underlying talent is exactly why two separate elite tier journalists are now independently naming him in connection with Old Trafford. That's the kind of signal you can't really ignore in this business. So why does this fit United specifically? Let's talk about the actual state of that midfield, because once you see the full picture, this move basically explains itself. Casemiro has already left on a free transfer off to Inter Miami. Manuel Ugarte is facing a long-term injury that could realistically rule him out for the entire season. That leaves Kobbie Mainoo as effectively the only fit established senior midfielder Carrick has heading into the new campaign. For a club competing on multiple fronts, that is simply not a sustainable position to be in. Now, United have agreed a deal for Atalanta's Ederson, reportedly £39 million, currently pending his medical, but here's the key detail a lot of people are missing. Carrick and Ineos made clear from the very start of this window that they wanted at least two midfield additions, not one. Ederson alone was never going to be considered job done, no matter how well that deal has been received. That's where Santos comes into it. He gives United a genuinely different profile to Ederson, younger, a different physical and tactical type entirely. And crucially, he's already Premier League adapted after his time in England, which massively cuts down on any settling in period compared to a fresh import from abroad. For a club that's been repeatedly priced out this summer, remember they lost Elliot Anderson to Manchester City for a club record £116 million and lost Mateus Fernandes to Tottenham after West Ham accepted an £85 million bid. A £50 million move for a talented teenager is exactly the model Ineos have been trying to build their recruitment strategy around. Value now, upside later. Rather than getting dragged into yet another bidding war, they simply can't win against clubs willing to go higher. But I want to be straight with you, this is still early stage. Weighing up a move and confirmed interest is not the same as bids being submitted or a medical being booked. This is a name to watch closely, not a done deal, so treat it accordingly until we get concrete bid or agreement talk. Now on to the one that just will not go away, Aurelien Tchouameni. This has been rumbling for weeks, but it's escalated fast in the last 48 hours. Spanish outlet Diario AS reported that United officials were flying to Madrid this week to open direct talks with Real Madrid over the Frenchman. Real Madrid's stance, according to that same report, is that they won't even entertain an offer below £86 million, which already tells you this isn't going to be a cheap piece of business, whichever way it goes. Other reporting has painted an even bigger picture. Mundo Deportivo claim United are prepared to offer over €100 million to get this over the line. There's also been talk via a source on X, picked up by Court Offside, of a £70 million bid already being submitted and expected to be rejected outright, with Madrid holding firm around that €100 million mark instead. So depending which report you believe, we're looking at anywhere between a £70 million opening bid and a genuine 9-figure package. Here's the actual problem though, and it's not really about the transfer fee at all. It's about wages. Fabrizio Romano has been consistent on this point across multiple updates. Tchouameni is on a very big salary at the Bernabeu, and matching that was never part of United's financial planning under Ineos. Romano's own words were that this is a dream signing United genuinely love, but the financials, including his wages specifically, are currently considered too high to make the numbers work on their end. So where does that actually leave this deal? United reportedly need Real Madrid to sanction a sale in the first place, need Tchouameni himself to accept a different wage structure than what he's currently on, and need to find upwards of £85 to £100 million in transfer fee alone. All while he's off winning games for France at the World Cup and reportedly happy to stay in Madrid unless his situation dramatically changes. It's a mess of moving parts, and it's exactly the kind of story that could either collapse quietly in the background or explode into a done deal within days. There's genuinely no in-between with this one right now. So here's my honest take for anyone tracking this closely. Do not treat this as close to done based on what we've covered today. Until Romano or Ornstein confirm advanced personal terms or an accepted bid from Real Madrid, this stays firmly in monitoring territory, not here we go territory. I'll be back the second that changes, so make sure notifications are on. So there you go. Santos looking like the more realistic, more advanced story right now, with Ornstein and Romano both directly attached to it, and Tchouameni still the dream but complicated pursuit hanging over Old Trafford, stuck on wages rather than fee. Two very different midfield stories, same underlying issue. United desperately need reinforcements in the middle of the park after already losing out on Anderson and Fernandes this summer. Let me know in the comments, Santos or Tchouameni, who do you actually want lining up for United next season? If you want me to go deeper on either of these, the second there's a bid or an official update, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Smash that like button, drop your prediction below, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on United!